Yo, what's good my people? JJones in the building, and today I want to answer some questions I received on Instagram. So I've been flirting with fitness content for a long time now, and I can never just kind of put my finger on how I wanted it to come across, how I wanted you guys to see what I was working on. So yesterday I was just thinking, how could I make this more about you guys and less about me? So how I want to go about this is I want you guys to ask me questions. The more questions you ask, the more specific you can be. I feel like the better we can get at this. So for example, let's say you want a more defined back. What I can do is talk to you about what I do and also show you those exercises at the same time. Whereas, you know, me putting together a full workout video in the past wasn't the worst idea, but it probably wasn't the best because I wasn't making any connection with you guys. And I think that's the most important thing when doing these workout videos. So yesterday I hit back and I told you guys to send me questions via DM and I will answer in a YouTube video. Here we are. Let's get to some of these questions. Now this question is from Daniel. What workout split do you currently do, and will you ever release your actual workouts for us to follow? Let's take it back a little bit. For those who don't know what a split is, this is pretty much where you dedicate a certain body part to a specific day of the week. Let's just go through the week. Since today is Monday, I plan on hitting legs. There's two reasons why I hit legs on Monday. Number one is because in the past it was a day that I would frequently put off. Therefore, I know if I hit legs on Monday that I won't have to worry about it throughout the rest of the week. In the past, I would try to save legs until Friday, but I would end up only doing legs like once or twice a month. You know what I'm saying? When you got the chickens like I got the chickens, you gotta make sure you hit legs. And I feel like a good starting day to hit legs is on a Monday. Another reason why I hit legs on Monday is because on Tuesday I box. And I don't like doing upper body when I'm boxing because I noticed that my arms and my shoulders are really fatigued. And since today is Monday, I want to show you guys a couple of exercises that I do. Of course I squat, but I have two different type of formats that I do when I squat. So on the first and third week, I normally do 10 sets of 10 with the weight varying between 185 pounds and 205 pounds. So on the second and fourth week, I kind of do like I guess you could call it like a pyramid style workout where I increase the weight each time. I start off with 15 reps, and then I go 12, 10, 8, 6, again, where I increase the weight each time. Depending on the day it is, you know, that weight may vary. But normally for 15 reps, I'm probably doing 185. For 12 reps, 225. For 10, 245. For 8, 265. And then for 6, 275. Depending on the day, maybe 285. I usually try to increase maybe 10 to 20 pounds each time. Outside of squatting, it's always good to get a little machine work as well. Be sure to hit your hamstrings, be sure to hit your quads. Work the calves in. This is probably one of my biggest downfalls. I think it's genetics, but my calves are weak. My calves are weak, and I ain't talking Cleveland because the calves are weak. And then I've also been trying to get more hip flexibility. So, you know, lunging with more weight, using resistance bands, using those machines that you see the girls using at the gym that you kind of wanted to ignore because it looked like it was painful. Get on those, man, get on those because those are going to open up your hips. And that's a big part of being flexible, especially if you still hooping and you're trying to make certain moves and be able to cut a certain way. You want to be able to open up those hips when making those moves. And for Tuesday, I usually work shoulders. This is strictly because I box on Tuesdays. Wednesday is where I work biceps and triceps. You guys have seen these movements a million times. This is where I pretty much just try to kill my triceps because that's one of the weaker body parts for me. Biceps, you know what I'm saying, they alright. Thursday is more like a rest day. It's the day that I take to stretch. It's the day that I take to do more ab work. It's not a really intense day. You want to take time to make sure you're not turning into a robot. And by that I mean you don't want to be extra stiff out here. So, you know, on Thursday I normally just try to take my time, stretch, work some abs in there, and pretty much just rest and prepare myself for the next day. Friday is when I box. And I also do chest. This is because chest also works my shoulders a little bit. And then on Sunday, I hit back, which is what I posted yesterday. So, all right, we got another question from IMJHDZ. Can you help me stay motivated to work out? When it comes to motivation, I can only do so much for you, bro. You're gonna have to find some type of motivation yourself. As far as me helping you, I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying, posting content. So you can try to use that as motivation. As always, you know, my DMs are open. If you have a question, then I'm willing to answer the question for you, obviously. But you know what I'm saying? Just try to find what motivates yourself first. And then, you know what I'm saying, you can use me as just kind of like an additional motivator. Like when you don't have anything else going on, you can just watch my content and just try to use, okay, I see what Jay doing, so I'm gonna try to match Jay. That's the benefit of, you know what I'm saying, watching your favorite YouTuber or influencer. You can kind of match what they do. You may not know everything I'm doing, but if you try to follow those movements and try to get the same posture, you'll get some gains just doing that alone. I'm always posting like four clips on Instagram. Just, you know what I'm saying, use those 4 clips and then add your own 4. That way you can do what I'm doing and then, you know, do what you're doing and, you know, have a successful workout plan. All right, let's do one more. What's a good at-home workout for when you can't sleep at 3 a.m. and feel like working out, but can't go to a gym? If you can't go to a gym at all, I would invest in some bands. I think you can get these from Academy for probably like 16 bucks, maybe cheaper than that. Especially for legs. When you're trying to hit legs at home, you know what I'm saying, just having these resistance bands really come in handy. So like one that I like to do, if you were to get in table, where you're pretty much on your knees and then, you know, you got your hands down as well, and you have these bands tied around your shins or your ankle, just do like a slow motion where you bring this out, again, to work the hips and, you know, hit the glutes a little bit. Bro, your stuff gonna be on fire, I promise. But you know, outside of the bands, invest in a pull-up bar. You know what I'm saying? Get you a pull-up bar, that way you can do pull-ups, doing like regular sit-ups. There's a bunch of different ab exercises that you know you could do. And then, you know, of course, push-ups. You know, push-ups never hurt. You can target different areas with push-ups. Your tris, if you go tight enough, you can work your shoulders and you can work chest as well. So yeah, that's all the questions I'm answering today. I'm gonna try to do this 2 times a week, Monday and Thursday. Just some general advice. If you're contemplating on working out, I would definitely try to start, just because it is something that you can grow to enjoy. It is something that you can grow to enjoy. I know weight lifting isn't for everybody, but you don't have to go heavy, man. You can just simply do what you need to do. I feel like sometimes a lot of people feel under pressure because they can't lift what the next man is lifting, but I work out with stronger people all the time. Like, you don't have to lift what somebody else is lifting right away. You know what I'm saying? You work yourself up, you do whatever you think you need to do, and then you build from there. You know, the way my body is structured is not going to be the same as, you know, some of my friends. I'm not going for that same type of look. I'm going for a different look. Now when I'm lifting, I don't go into the gym looking to do a certain amount of reps and a certain amount of sets. I go based off how it feels. So I might hit 8 sets of lat pull downs one day because I'm really feeling the squeeze, whereas before I would say, okay, I'm gonna go in here and do 4 or 5 sets between 10 to 12 reps. That's okay. That's okay too if that's how you want to structure your workouts. But the way I've been structuring mine lately is I just go based off how I feel. Let's say I do 6 sets of lat pull downs. On the first 4, I'm always increasing the weight. If I start at 90 pounds, I'm gonna increase each time. By the 4th one, if I feel like I'm losing my squeeze and I'm sacrificing my form, I lower the weight for the last 2 and go back to around between the 90 and the 110 that I started with. That way I can still get the squeeze, but I also at the same time touch heavier weight with my other set. So yeah, man, start at your own pace. You don't have to do anything too crazy at all. Again, I know a lot of you are going to want to get my full workouts, but you know, just put it together. Especially if you follow me on Instagram and you're watching these type of videos, just put them together. Take 4 exercises that you see me consistently doing, then do 4 of your own. And then you can kind of have your workout. That way you don't have to necessarily just follow mine, but you have part of mine and then part of yours as well. But yeah, man, I hope that helps. We can talk about something else Thursday. I know a lot of people have been asking about my diet. That's definitely a Thursday-like question, because I really have to show you guys, like, I'm gonna go to Walmart and we gonna shop together. That's why I didn't answer that today. But I think you guys will be like more surprised. Like, I don't eat as healthy as you think. Now, I don't eat bad. I don't eat bad at all, but I'm definitely not like on no clean eating. It's just my body type just kind of allows me to get away with that. But I know that's not the case for everybody. But we're gonna go to Walmart. We'll talk about it a little more Thursday. But until then, you know the handle. Get at me if you have any questions. In the meantime, you'll see more content on Instagram with my stories, and we'll go from there. Until next time, it's Jay. I'm out.